door jingled as a woman stood up from her booth, clutching a foam takeout box like it might fall apart in her hands. Her voice was barely louder than the hum of conversation. Excuse me, she said to the waitress. Can I take the leftovers for my daughter? For half a second, no one noticed. Then the man at the counter did. He was hard to miss.
Leather vest.
Heavy boots. A beard streaked with gray. His motorcycle helmet sat beside his coffee like a warning sign. People had been avoiding his eyes since he walked in. When he turned on his stool, the entire diner seemed to hold its breath. The woman froze. She was in her early 30s, wearing a faded jacket that didn't quite match the season. The food on her plate was barely touched. Pancakes, eggs, a slice of toast. The cheapest breakfast on the menu. She nodded quickly, as if apologizing for even asking. Yes, the waitress said gently. Of course. The biker watched as the woman sat back down, opening the box just enough to check inside. She smiled, not a big smile, just the kind that comes from relief. She tucked the box into her purse like it was something precious. The biker stood up. His chair scraped loudly against the floor. A man at the next table whispered, "Oh." The biker walked toward the woman's booth. Each step felt heavier than the last. The woman looked up, her smile disappearing. Her shoulders stiffened. She pulled her purse closer to her chest. I paid for my meal," she said quickly. "I wasn't asking for anything else." The biker raised a hand, slow and open. "That's not why I'm here," he said. His voice wasn't rough like people expected. It was quiet, steady. He glanced at the takeout box. "How old's your daughter?" The woman hesitated. 6. He nodded once like that answer meant something important. "What's her name?" "Lily." For a moment, the biker didn't say anything. His eyes drifted to the window, where his motorcycle reflected faintly in the glass. Then he reached into his pocket and pulled out his wallet. "No," the woman said, shaking her head. "Please, I can't." He placed a folded bill on the table. Then another. Then another. "That's too much," the waitress whispered from behind him. The biker didn't turn around. "It's not." He looked back at the woman. "I've got a daughter too. Or, I did." The diner went completely silent. "She'd be 8 now," he continued. "Cancer took her before she ever learned how to ride on the back of my bike. But she loved pancakes. Loved 'em so much she'd eat 'em cold if she had to." The woman's eyes filled with tears. Her hands trembled as she reached for the money, then stopped. The biker pushed it closer. "Let Lily have a full meal tonight. And tomorrow if you can." The waitress wiped her eyes with the corner of her apron. The woman finally nodded, pressing her lips together. "Thank you," she said. "I won't forget this." The biker gave a small shrug. "You don't have to." As he turned to leave, another customer stood up. Then another. Someone quietly paid the woman's bill. Someone else added money for groceries. No one said a word. The bell jingled again as the biker stepped outside, the roar of his engine fading into the distance. Inside the diner, the woman sat holding the takeout box, her hand resting over her heart, while the silence slowly turned into something warmer. Something that stayed long after the plates were cleared.